yogis, welcome to day 8. Welcome to this Yin Yoga practice. I am so excited to guide you once again. We are going to start with a few breaths just to get us centered. So start by closing your eyes. Taking a few deep breaths in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Then opening your eyes and then continuing to close them if you want throughout this practice. Once we get into the postures, we're going to start in a upside down butterfly pose. So we are going to go onto our bellies and we are going to bring our feet together to touch. Then we're going to let our feet and our legs fall towards our mat. Maybe staying in this upright position with your arms, maybe lying down on your mat into your hands. Letting gravity really do the work for us in this posture, targeting the inner thighs, the hips, the groin area, making sure those feet stay together here. Taking nice, long, deep breaths as we ease into our first posture. Finding stillness, finding your center. Maybe setting an intention for your practice today. Just about halfway there. In this practice, we really work to target our connective tissue and specifically our fascia, which has our bones, our ligaments, and our joints. In these postures, since we hold them for extended periods of time, we bypass the muscles and get into those deeper layers in our body. Starting to create some lubrication there once again. If your body's feeling stiff, if you're feeling a lot of sensation, you're currently creating some more fluidity throughout your body here. So although it may be painful, although you may be thinking that you wish you were more flexible, it all takes time. And the fact that you're even here today on your mat investing in this is the greatest gift that you can give to yourself. We have less than a minute left. Final breaths here. Beginning to drop your legs, straightening them out here. Resting in your hands for a moment of rest, just feeling that release here. Coming back up, creating some movement in the body for a moment. Then we're gonna head into frog pose. So walk your legs. You can start at a tabletop and then you're gonna wanna walk your legs as far as you can apart from each other. So similar to a pose that we did earlier in a video. So we're gonna separate our legs here. Maybe coming down to the forearms, maybe staying up here. If you're using blocks, maybe putting those in front of you, helping you ease into this posture. This is definitely a more challenging posture because we're putting a lot of pressure onto the hips, into the inner groin area. So really use your breath as you ease in here. And if you're staying on your arms here, stay there, don't push yourself. But if you feel like your body's letting go as you continue to hold this posture, Feel free to bring those arms down. We did this pose when we were doing Sphinx the other day, but we had one leg up at a time, so this is a lot more sensation at once. And this is a great, I always say this, but if you're working on your splits, this is a great posture. This is also just a great posture to do if you watch TV and you want to start doing more stretches. This is an easy one. You can still watch the TV. You can even read a book. So trying to incorporate that yoga throughout your day, especially if you have a busy day and if you want to unwind and do something like watch television or read, this is a good posture. We're just about halfway there. Less than a minute left to go. Noticing if the hips are starting to open up a little bit, if they're starting to stretch out a little bit more, if your hips are falling closer and closer to the earth. My cats are trying to get outside right now. Every time I'm filming out here, they're meowing at the window, wishing they were by me. So cute. So you can walk yourself out of the posture. Again, very, very slowly. This is a really deep yin posture, so be careful getting out. Maybe taking some hip circles, going one way, and switching to the other side. Then coming into a tabletop position, taking a few cat-cows here, finding that mind-body connection. And beginning to flip those hands to face towards you, so those fingertips facing towards the body. Feeling a really nice stretch in our wrist here. Into the forearms. This is a great posture if you're on a computer. A lot of you type, even if you're just on your phone. Just for everyday movement, how many things we do with our hands and our arms, how many things we hold, grocery bags, furniture, moving. I think this is a very neglected area when it comes to stretching. Just gonna be here for a minute, so almost there. Starting to transition those hands back to the front of the mat. We're just taking a moment here. Flip those wrists. Then coming back into your tabletop posture and bringing those hands so your fingertips are facing the walls or what's beside you. And I just want you to do some movement here back and forth. So this is not a traditional yin posture since we are having some movement here, but I think this is really good to do on the wrist as well. Coming back to center. Letting your hands rest. All right, right, so we're gonna do a single leg shoelace here. So we're gonna leave our left leg out straight, and we're gonna bring our right leg on top of our left. So, and then we're gonna, again, try to square those knees so they're in a straight line. And then you can hold on to your right foot with your left hand. We did this posture, a full shoelace expression, in an earlier video, so you can stay here. You can hold on to that foot if that feels like enough sensation, or you could fall over that left leg here, and you're gonna feel a bit of a deeper stretch into that left hamstring. This is amazing stretch to get into the hamstrings. And when we're stretching our hamstrings, we're also getting into that low back area, an area where a lot of us hold stress. If you can even touch your toes or your foot, that works too. But again, don't push yourself. You can try this. If it doesn't feel good, go ahead and let it go. And then again, find your edge, find that stillness. We focus on finding our edge in this practice, which is your own unique expression, which is your own unique boundary when it comes to stretching your body. So be gentle with yourself. Listen to your body, listen to your breath. Let your breath guide you here. You're already halfway there. Less than a minute left. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Maybe you notice the sensations start to move to different parts of your body the longer you hold this pose. That often happens to me. I first felt this really strongly in my hamstring, and now I'm feeling it more into the calf as I've let go of those muscles in the hamstring. There, last final breaths in this posture. Letting go of the foot, with your hands around it, using your hands to push yourself back up, straightening those legs up, maybe giving them a nice shake. Right to the other side. So we are going to leave our right leg out straight, bringing our left leg over. Again, stacking those knees, trying to get them in a straight line, maybe holding on to that left foot with your right hand, maybe following over the legs. Taking the first expression here, maybe grabbing on to those feet. Ooh, feeling a little bit more tight on this side for me, for sure. Use my breath here to let my body to know that everything is okay and this is only temporary, and holding these poses and letting go of all of the stress and tension is for the greater good of my body. Knowing this is good stress on the body. Healing myself from the inside out. A lot of times we might carry a lot of physical pain in the body, and instead of doing simple things like yoga or stretching or taking time to slow down, we might turn to medicine, pharmaceuticals as a first option. And I would just advise you, I'm not a doctor, but maybe just to try something like yoga first before you think about taking medicine, or before you think about going to a doctor. When's the last time you stretched? When's the last time you're really invested in your body and your self-healing? So just reflecting on that question as we hold this posture halfway there. noticing if the pose or posture is starting to get a little bit easier as we hold longer. Just have a minute left to go. Great job. This is definitely a more challenging posture here. Last final breaths. Starting to ease out of the posture, letting go of the foot, walking those hands up, uncrossing your legs here. Feeling that nice release. Head on to your mat lying. We're going to take a nice quad stretch. So go ahead and turn to the right side, grabbing onto your left foot, bringing that left foot into you, maybe using your right hand as a cushion for your head, really pulling that foot into the glute, feeling this in the quad, feeling this in the shoulder blade as we do that counter stretch with our back. Just gonna be here for a minute. And don't let go when I let go. I'm just looking at my timer here, make sure we're good. We're almost there. Nice deep breaths. Letting that leg fall to the side. Coming back to center, shifting yourself onto the left, holding your head with your hand, grabbing onto that left foot. This is definitely a quad stretch, but I am really feeling this in my shoulders more than anything. There. Last final breath. Letting go of the fire. Finding stillness on your mat. Coming into our final and last resting pose, Shavasana. Letting your hands fall to your side, lifting those palms up to be in a more receiving mode, putting them down on the mat to be more grounded. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, coming back to your intention if you set one, reflecting on that and noticing how the body's feeling. Starting to wiggle the toes and fingers here, bringing some life back into the body. And when you're ready, coming back to your seated posture. Bring your hands up one last final time, big stretch, one last final breath together, bringing those hands to heart center and thanking yourself for this beautiful practice. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me, yogis. I am looking forward to seeing you tomorrow on day 9.